Hello everybody, Joe Clone here, back again with another LEGO Marvel minifigure review video. I did it. I assembled my Avengers team, but there's still some great LEGO Marvel characters I have in my collection that I have never reviewed before. And some of these guys are super powerful and super iconic. So, obviously, ha, choked on air there for a second, but obviously we have to review them, right? It's only right, guys? And we're gonna do a zoom here. We got some customs here, some purist customs, some Lego compatible customs, but it's really a random assortment here, and still a dangerous assortment here. Those three in the front, oh my, some of my favorite Marvel characters ever. But without further ado, let's get into the review. It's going to be a little bit quicker because I've done, like, all the Eternals figures I've done, and there's just not as many figures here. So I'm sorry if it's a bit quick, but here we go. And just because he'll just keep yelling at me if I don't do him first, Wade Wilson, the Merc with a Mouth, Deadpool. This is a custom Lego compatible minifigure, and it's a great one. I had to get it because getting the official Lego Deadpool is a tough feat to achieve, and I pray that the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which is already amazing, I pray that movie brings Lego sets. I know it's unlikely, but I pray, guys. It's all we could do, right? But the printing on these Lego compatible and custom minifigures is just so awesome. And Lego could do this. They have done this on, for example, the Lego Moon Knight. The official Lego Moon Knight minifigure has detailed printing like this. But not... I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy that we've gotten characters like Moon Knight, like Ghost Rider, like Namor. I'm just happy for what we have, and you always got to be grateful. Am I right, guys? But I went kind of quick with this because he is not an official Lego minifigure, but still a great minifigure, and gotta have a Deadpool, right? Before I move on, I only think that there's only three official Lego Deadpools. There's one just normal Deadpool from the first X-Men Lego set from 2012. There's the Duckpool Comic-Con Deadpool. I don't know if it's from Comic-Con, but look it up. Duckpool minifigure. And he's a duck. And then the coveted Sheriff Deadpool. That's a Comic-Con. I know that for sure. But I had to show you Deadpool first. Let's move on to the next figure. Next up is Mr. Knight. I never thought they'd make an official Moon Knight Lego minifigure. It wasn't even a conception that they would make an official Mr. Knight minifigure. Obviously, the Moon Knight figure is better, but I'm still happy that I got this because Moon Knight, as you know or don't know, he has multiple personalities, and Mr. Knight is one of the personalities, so this figure will definitely get some use in mocks and stuff. I actually might use the head to try and make Moon Knight's blacked out suit. I'm not going to do anything to the head. I might just try and find black armor and put it on him, sort of like how I did with my custom Panther there, but we'll get to him. But this is a really just cool and unique Lego Marvel minifigure. I love the white suit. I love white on white suits. I'm Italian, sorry, but it's so awesome. And it's a simple figure, but for what it is, it's very good. It's very unique, and I really like it a lot. And I'm just glad to have it. And I have him and normal Moon Knight, so just awesome. Might be building a custom build for the Crescent, Moon Knight's ship he flies around in, but who knows. But let's move on to the next figure. And I was just talking about Mr. Knight's suit, so I was like, you know what, might as well go to another character that we have here in front of us that's wearing a suit. This is Beast. Now, I got 2 of these from the CMF Series 2. Obviously, I just have one in his normal look, and I had 2 of them, so I was like, you know what, Beast wears a suit and tie a lot in the comics, in the movies, in X-Men 97, so I was like, it would be cool to have a version of him wearing the suit and tie, and I just had his suit laying around, so I just put Beast's head, blue hands on, and there we go, Hank McCoy in a nice suit and tie. Cleans up nice, doesn't he, Beast? Obviously, the figure has this for when he loses his temper. But this is just so cool. This is going to be great for if I ever make like an Avengers mansion or an X mansion or just like any little facility mock. I could have him working in a lab or talking to like government officials or something. Just a cool figure to have in my collection, and just to have another variant of Beast. It's nice that I don't have to like take the head off one and put it on the suit to have this version. I could just have both of them for whenever I need them. But I actually really love this custom minifigure. This is one of my best, purest custom minifigures. But let's move on to the next figure. And I'm sort of going to do these 2 together because I just like how I posed them back there, making an X with their spears. So the one on the right, this is another purist custom minifigure. This is Shuri. I always go back and forth between Shuri, Sorry. So I'm Shuri, sorry for that. But I bought a lot of those Black Panther headquarters sets just because, for custom purposes, really. Because I wanted to give Shuri her own Black Panther suit, because I don't have the set where she's in her official movie Black Panther suit, and I don't really want that set. It just isn't appealing to me at all. And in the comics, she actually wears her Black Panther suit. Actually looks very similar to this. She wears sleeves, but I just cut the sleeves off so we have some differentiation between her and T'Challa, because if you didn't, they would really look like they were wearing the same suit. I said it in my Avengers video, I have actually so many Black Panther minifigures. I think I'm just going to do a whole review for them just in general. So if this is quick on these 2, then I'm sorry about that. But be on the lookout for the full Black Panther minifigure collection review videos. But that's Shuri in her Black Panther outfit. This figure I recently got. This is the first Okoye figure. I think I actually might be wrong about that. It's one of the first Okoye figures ever made. I really, really like it. The torso printing is fantastic. Like, it's literally fantastic. Great back printing. And she came with a silver spear, and I was like, she doesn't have a silver spear. Her spear is gold in the movies. So I got this from the Namor's Throne Room set, and I was like, Namor really doesn't need a weapon at all, so this is perfect for Okoye, and it really does look perfect with her. This is just a really good figure, just in general, and I'm glad to add her to the collection, and it's cool seeing her suit up with all the Avengers, just like everyone else here. God, and just because these guys didn't make the team doesn't mean I don't love them. Like, these 3 in the front right here are some of my favorite Lego Marvel minifigures ever. So I don't want you to think that I like some of these guys way less, or that like these are like the gutter figure. Like, not one bit. You're gonna mess with Beta Ray Bill, Ghost Rider, Namor, Emma Frost, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Storm. Like, I could keep going. But I just wanted to put that out there. I love all my Lego minifigures, all of them. Well, see, if I got She-Hulk from the CMF, I would probably throw her out the window driving home. Just saying. Sorry about that. Gotta let the rage out sometimes. Am I right, Beast? Yeah, he knows. Wow, I'm sorry. I'm just shot today, guys. But this is actually easing my mind. I'm sorry. Let's move on to the next minifigure. Since I was just talking about Black Panther-themed minifigures, I might as well move on to another one. This is Atuma. He's actually really cool in the comics, and I'm really happy that he's in the movie universe. And This helmet piece will be worth so much money in the future because it is so unique, so specific, and I don't know if they're ever gonna make it again just because it's a lot of material. But it's just such a unique and interesting piece. Very cool. He reminds me of the Avatar Way of Water. I met Kaina clan. I haven't played Frontiers of Pandora in a long time, so my Avatar lore is a little bit rusty, but great printing on this minifigure, like really great printing. He has a reversible head, so he has an angrier face and a more calm face. Look at the printing, texture, it's just fantastic, like really good job. And yeah, the only thing, that's my thing with Lego, guys. I'm not a big underwater Lego set kind of guy. I don't like underwater in Lego because it's not actually underwater. I don't have enough blue translucent pieces to make good enough water, so that's why I'm just not a big fan of underwater stuff. But still, I love him in the comics, and I'm just happy to have him in my Lego collection. I never would have thought they would make him or Namor in Lego minifigure form. But let's move on to the next figure. The next four are going to be Eternals, so they're going to be very quick because I've done reviews for them very, very recently. You could go check out my channel if you want to see more in-depth breakdowns of them. But this is Mercari. I love her more recently now because I get a lot of my Lego items and merchandise and sets and figures from the app Mercari. So that's why I like her a little bit more now because she's kind of my Lego plug. But I said it in the Avengers review video. All of the Eternals minifigures have insane printing. Like, look at the printing on the torso, the legs, the toes. It's immaculate. It is. And let's just go rapid fire here. That was Mercari. So next is Druig. So cool in the comics. He's one of Nick Fury's Howling Commandos with like Quake and Phobos, so very, very cool to have him in minifigure form because I see him a lot in the comics. He has the darkest sort of Eternals outfit where it's black and dark red. I just love that so much. Great leg printing, great back printing, great minifigure. Moving on. See, now this is Cersei. I know you saw my Avengers Cersei in her green outfit. This is her in her purple or violet outfit, and it's really just the torso from Shuri from Namor's throne room. I just took the torso from that minifigure because the black sort of up here on her chest and the purple down low is almost exactly how Cersei's purple outfit looks when she's wearing it. Go look it up if you don't believe me. And I just used Kingo's legs because I just think it matches good. And this is one of my most comically... This is another one of my best purist custom Lego Marvel minifigures. So I'm just very happy with how she turned out. And our last, but certainly not least, and honestly probably my favorite out of the four in this review today, we have Thena. And I'm still fuzzy on if I should give her the all gold legs. I'm happy I gave her the gold arms. Great printing on this figure. Thena's awesome in the comics as well. Just a cool minifigure to have. I'm very happy to have her in the collection. Powerful Marvel character, and yeah, a good figure. She has a reversible head. Let me spin it around so she's not so angry. There we go. Nice and nice. That's my Eternals for this review, so let's move on to the next minifigure. One of my original Avengers, guys. We have Storm. I've done a review on her because she was one of the first. I don't know how to say it. Like, she was in my first Lego Marvel video ever on this channel. She's in it. So she's one of my oldest. There we go. She's one of my oldest Lego Marvel minifigures, even though she's a very new minifigure. You got to remember, guys, I only just recently got back into collecting Lego Marvel again. I've really just been hardcore Star Wars for most of My life. So it's I'm having so much fun with this, like with Lego Marvel. I really am. But this is a great minifigure. It's an iconic minifigure. It's one of the most perfect Storm minifigures ever. The cape piece is just so unique. The mohawk, the white Legacy X-Men suit. It's just a great minifigure, and I'm so happy to have her in my collection. But let's move on. It's actually raining out. It's been storming all day, so maybe it's her doing. But let's move on to the next minifigure. All right, next we have Werewolf by Night. Pretty good minifigure. I just hate this hair. I don't like how it's so big on his head. But other than that, like the printing on this minifigure is nuts. All the fur everywhere. It's crazy. He has a reversible head where he's smiling. And yeah, not my favorite from CMF Series 2, but I'm definitely one that I'm happy to add to my collection. He's a very cool character, and who knows? I might be building a Midnight Suns team for a video in the future, and he will definitely be on it, so be on the lookout for that. But let's move on to the next minifigure. All right, and I know you're going to go, what is this Black Panther suit? This is a custom by me. The only non-official Lego piece on this figure. That's why I'd call it purist, but it's like, it is kind of purist. But this piece is one of those weird chess pieces that comes with custom clones. And I just colored it black, left the gray straps on the side, and I just think it looks great as like a piece of armor for him. He has knee pads. The only other thing I did was Sharpie out this chain, but it's really hard to black out. I'm working on that. And I made this figure. I'm going over the details without even telling you what this figure is supposed to be modeled after. After Daredevil goes nuts and gets defeated in Shadowland in the comics, he goes into exile to sort of just get right because of how messed up the hand screws with his head in that comic book storyline. So he actually goes to T'Challa, Black Panther, to watch over Hell's Kitchen for him, and for a brief time, T'Challa becomes Black Panther, the man without fear. So I love that comic book storyline, and he sort of looks like this in those comic book storylines. He has the knee pads, the armor on the chest. So that's what I was really going for, a Black Panther, the man without fear, sort of New York, streets of New York Black Panther suit. And I think it just looks so good. Like, look at that. It looks awesome. But yeah, that's really my inspiration for this Black Panther suit, and I'm just happy to have it. I told you I have a lot of Black Panther minifigures, and you haven't even seen all of them yet. But let's move on to the next minifigure. This will probably be the quickest part of the review. I usually put him with my Avengers, but Spider-Man wears a black and red suit on my favorite Avengers team in the comics, so that's why I chose the Tom Holland integrated suit Lego minifigure for my Avengers team. Other than that, this Spider-Man would always be on it. OG Spider-Man. Spider-Man is iconic in Lego because he was the first Lego superhero ever made, DC or Marvel or anything else. This is really a just straight up comic book inspired Spider-Man minifigure. I love the spider on the front. I can't knock it, guys. It's literally it's basically a perfect comic book Spider-Man Lego minifigure. Even as the arm printing. Wish mine had dual molded legs, but got the arm printing, so not gonna complain. Great minifigure, the OG for Lego superheroes in all themes, and yeah, just glad to have him. Let's go to the next one. Our next minifigure is Jane Foster's Mighty Thor, and I love Natalie Portman, so I love this minifigure. And I also like that I have like 3 Thors, so it's very cool. I got a little Thor core going on. But get the focus. The printing on this figure is so good. You could probably use this for just Thor customs in general. But I love the torso printing. I love the leg printing is one of the best on any Marvel minifigure. Uh, we have some back printing, but we don't see it because this really nice molded helmet comes with her minifigure, and I really like how it came out. I love how her hair comes out the back. And I love the wing. It's just a great molded piece. She obviously comes in Mjolnir. And yeah, she has a double-sided face where she's a little bit more angry. And yeah, that's Jane Foster's Mighty Thor. Again, I'm just glad to have her in my collection. Let's move on to the next minifigure. All right, these last four are my favorite from this lot. This is a completely custom Lego compatible minifigure. It's not official Lego, but how great is it? It is Emma Frost, the White Queen herself. Iconic mutant in the Marvel Universe. I love her in the comics because she's a pretty big anti-hero. Like, she flips back and forth and works with some of the worst of the worst in the Marvel Universe. So it's just so cool to have her in Lego. And she really looks good in the bright lights I have here on the main stage. I love this printing, and I know you're gonna go, what's with the green? This is her supposed to be in diamond form, and if you search her up, just search up Emma Frost MCU Comics on Google. She's drawn, when in diamond form, she's drawn with this exact color sometimes in the comics. So I was like, that's very, very awesome how comic book accurate that is. It's not all the time, but look it up. She does look like this in diamond form in the comics sometimes. The printing on the suit is just her white outfit. It's fantastic. I don't know if Lego's gonna ever make an official Emma Frost minifigure. They usually shy away from characters who wear very revealing costumes. You know what I'm trying to say. Emma Frost, Black Cat, Moonstone. So that's why I just think it's cool that I have a custom, because I don't know when we'll see an official one. I hope we do, but just awesome. And I could put her with Namor. Her and Namor are always doing stuff together in the comics because they both ride between the line of hero and villain. Sometimes that's her with the diamond pupils, sort of. Just a cool. I like her with the other side better, but just an awesome custom minifigure. I only get customs. I like having official Lego Marvel minifigures. I only get custom Lego compatible ones when it's like this, or like Beta Ray Bill, when it's a figure that Lego's not going to make ever, or just not going to make for a very, very long time. So that's really the only time I get custom Lego Marvel minifigures. I just thought I'd say that. But great minifigure, an awesome addition to the collection. But let's move on to the next one. And this, when I was a little kid, I had a custom made Ghost Rider, who is our next minifigure, but I had a custom Ghost Rider who had a Mega Block skeleton head forcefully studded on to the torso. That's how bad I have wanted a Ghost Rider, an official Ghost Rider Lego minifigure. I have wanted an official Lego Ghost Rider minifigure. I'm sorry I said that twice in a very short amount of time, but I've wanted this minifigure in Lego officially for literally so long. I love him in the comics. He's one of the most badass characters ever. Whenever he shows up in the comics, I'm literally like, oh yeah, let's ride. This is a great minifigure. I think they've made 3 official ones in Lego. This is 2 Johnny Blaze ones and 1 Robbie Reyes one. The Robbie Reyes one is really awesome. The other Johnny Blaze one just has less fire on the torso, and I don't like that. So I'm glad that I have this one. I actually have the bike that he could ride as well, which is just an awesome set. I don't have the Hobgoblin or the Spider-Man from that set, but I have Ghost Rider and his bike, so I'm just very happy to have him. You could just look at all the detail on the torso right there. It's just so cool. You'll notice these are familiar. I had 2 of these, same ones I used for my Black Panther custom over there, but On the Black Panther one, I blacked out the skull, and the chain, and it just works so good for Ghost Rider. The skull on the belt there, sort of like a skull belt buckle, the knee pads, the chain, because he has chains all over him anyway. Just an awesome addition to this figure, and it completes the look so much. Great back printing, and the main thing that I love about this Ghost Rider minifigure is you could have whatever torso you want, really. You can't purist custom a minifigure head like this. The flame is actually molded onto there. I can't rip it off, and I would never want to. And that's what makes this figure. Like, look at that head. It's probably one of the best Lego minifigure heads, just in general, of all time. It's so awesome looking. The fire, like, it's a great minifigure. And if you can't tell, I love this minifigure so much. Happy to have him, but let's move on to the next Lego minifigure. And next we have King Namor himself. And I'm gonna make a bold statement here. People hate this minifigure because he doesn't look like how he looks in the movie. Well, guess what? How he looks in the movie is not what he looks like at all in the comics. And I'm not one to do that with the Marvel movies, but Namor is such a big and he's just a massive presence in the Marvel comics. Like, he's one of the Illuminati members. Like, he's a big deal in the Marvel comics. That I just don't like how he looks. I love the actor's portrayal of him in the movie. I really do. He portrayed him perfectly. I just hate how he looks in the movie. He doesn't have a beard. It's like, so with the Lego minifigure, I don't know why they went this route, but I love that they did. This is one of the most comic book accurately made Lego Marvel minifigures ever. His face looked exactly like how he looks in the comics. Like, this is a perfect comic book Namor. The outfit might be a little but go look him up in the comics. He really looks like this. Again, not the outfit, but like just his face, and especially this. Some of the best printing of all time on this Namor minifigure. And yeah, that's why this is one of my favorite Lego Marvel minifigures, because he just looks like comic book Namor, and I love that. The printing is fantastic. You can see all the different textures and colors. It's just a really great minifigure. And the best part I spoiled, but the best part is the wings on his ankles printed on. Like, I have never seen printing other than like on Moon Knight. I have never seen side leg printing like this on a Lego Marvel minifigure. It's just, it completes the entire figure. Like, I don't know how he'd even look without that. It's fantastic. I love this minifigure, and yeah. Imperius Rex. But let's move on to the next minifigure. To quote Quicksilver from the Marvel Comics, as Guardian Fury, one of the only things in the entire universe that gives me pause. Our next minifigure, our last minifigure of this video, is Beta Ray Bill. And don't even get me started how much I love this minifigure. He is a Annihilator, Omega Flight team member. And did I say Annihilator? Annihilator. If you don't know who the Annihilators are, I've been literally preaching about them in my YouTube videos recently. The Annihilators are the most powerful superhero team ever assembled together, and they would wipe the floor with any team from any superhero universe. I don't care. Joe Clone don't give a damn, because it's true. Beta Ray Bill. You want me to tell you the members of the Annihilators? That I haven't seen other teams yet, but okay. Nova, Quasar, Ronin, Silver Surfer, Gladiator, Beta Ray Bill, Cosmo. Like, who's stopping that team? Who's stopping that team? So Beta Ray Bill is one of the most powerful characters from the Marvel Universe. He is not a horse. People call him Horse Thor because he looks very similar to a horse. Corbinite. I don't think that's right, but he's not a horse. He's an alien from space who also has the powers of Thor, the god of thunder. Because I'm pretty sure. See, I don't know a lot about the origin of Beta Ray Bill, but I'm pretty sure Odin sort of does the same thing that he did with Mjolnir to Thor. He does that to Beta Ray Bill, but with Stormbreaker. Yes, Beta Ray Bill is really the one who wields Stormbreaker, Stormbreaker's become a very, very famous weapon in the Marvel movie universe, infamously known for killing Thanos. Just look at this. I just said I only get custom Lego compatible minifigures of characters that Lego isn't really going to make ever or in a long, long time. I don't see them making this minifigure for a long time, and when I saw this on Mercari, my jaw dropped, because I love Beta Ray Bill so much in the comics, and I was like, I have to have him in Lego form, and, excuse me, but without his axe, look at this minifigure. It's amazing. The printing, it looks like the printing is like official Lego minifigure printing. Look at that with the muscles and the gauntlets on his arms. So cool. It's so awesome, guys. The torso is fantastic. The boots, he has his gold boots. Fantastic. Look at that. Fantastic. Just to show you those. Don't mess with Beta Ray Bill. Let me tell you, don't mess with him. And the best part about him, I was going to take it off, but I'm not. This whole headpiece is molded, and it looks so good. It captures his personality. It captures his perfect look from how he looks in the comics. And I said it already, but this is my most favorite non-official custom Lego compatible minifigure of all time, because he is just so unique, so rare. And I pray Lego makes an official one of him, because I love him that much. That's sort of been a secret idea of mine, that I want to assemble the first Lego Annihilators team, because I've never seen it done, and I actually have 2 of the Annihilators already, Beta Ray Bill and Ronin. So who knows, guys? You might see the Annihilators assemble on my channel. But let me give him back Stormbreaker. This is also a custom-made Stormbreaker by me, completely brick built. He came with a custom one. I just thought it was too big, so I just think mine looks way better when he's wielding it. Just look how awesome he looks. Such a great minifigure. I'm so happy to have him. But let's move on to the final lineup. And there it is. I had to sort of put him in an action sort of final lineup just because I felt like it. You're wondering why Mercari's out in the front is because her power literally is super speed, so I just thought might as well, right? But let's just do the big zoom as we always do here. Go down the line. So awesome. So cool. Look at Beta Ray Bill leading the pack. Namor, Emma Frost, Athena. So awesome, guys. So awesome. Yeah, man, I love that Beta Ray Bill and the Namor minifigure. Love it. And look at Storm up there. A sort of random assortment of Lego Marvel superheroes, but a great one at that. And I never do this, but I love Ghost Rider that much. He gets his own final lineup and sort of final little review. I said I had him with the bike that the figure could actually physically drive and ride, and I do. The only thing I'm missing is those wing pieces, but I really don't care. I have everything else that matters. This was, I don't know what the set was called. I came with Hobgoblin, and yeah, that's really all I know about it. I only got the bike and the fantastic Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider minifigure. But what a cool bike, am I right? Like, it's just a very unique Lego bike for me. I love how it's specific to Ghost Rider. The flames flying out of it just looks so good. Like, you saw it drive past us. Like, this is an awesome set, an awesome Lego bike, and look at Ghost Rider on that. It is literally so cool. I love it so much. But yeah, I thought I was talking about it. I love Ghost Rider that much. Might as well do a little mini review of his bike while he's driving it in all of his blaze of glory. And yeah, as you know, I'm just a simple man trying to make my way in the universe. And I thank you for joining me on the journey. That's a review. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.